I'm just going to, oh, let's turn it on. Just going to show you some of these, also these wonderful cars. And apparently this is a 1934 Rialton, and it was, as I understand, the personal car, I do believe.
Killed in the war.
This was the personal car of Richard Shuttleworth, who actually started the whole collection, and I do believe he got killed in an aircraft accident. But look at this car. Oh my God, wouldn't you just love to own that? Wow. Oh, that is so, so beautiful, and what a wonderful colour. Well, all I can say is the man had great taste. Here we have a small Austin 7. We have another little Austin 7. And this is a Morris Oxford and dates back to 1913. And this is an Ariel Johnston dog cart. 1901. Wow. And here we have a Richard Brazier, and this also dates back to 1903. Look at that. Quite incredible. Also, what I find interesting is this old Singer motorbike. Now, most people know Singer for sewing machines, but as you can see, that they used to make motorbikes, and the whole of the engine is in the back wheel, which is extraordinary. That dates back to 1900. Wonderful. I'm going to pan round now to a little workshop area that they have. It's a display, but it also looks like it actually gets used. And then as we come down, we have a collection of penny farthing bikes of all descriptions. Oh, this one here I think is what's known as an old bone shaker. If you look at that. Wow. Then we come on to another collection of old cars. That's a 1924 Bean, 12 horsepower Tourer. Austin Burnham. And a Jowett Type C. I think most people are familiar with the Jowett Javelin. That's actually got a tax disc on it. The date's 1999. Wow. Look at this, the old Ilman Minx staff car, 1938. You can imagine that being used in the Second World War. Royal Air Force bomb disposal unit that was used by. And Gwendolyn, a Model T Tourer. This is the most peculiar looking thing I've ever seen. A D Dietrich Type SM, 1903. Wow. And look, it's got a brass AA badge on there. And they still take these out to do the London to Brighton rally. Not all these vehicles, but some of them. Here we're in another hangar, and we have another wonderful collection of aircraft here. Some I may sort of move in closer to. So you can get a better look. But there's so many aircraft here, it's just amazing. Here, in this is I think hangar 3, we have another collection of aircraft. And as we walk up here, we have a Spitfire. with a gentleman pilot in the seat. Look at that, isn't that wonderful? And to my right we have a Hawker Hurricane, and I will actually be panning round and showing the Hurricane in a moment. I just thought I'd come round and show you this beautiful Spitfire. I'm going to pan round now and show you this Hurricane over here. As I understand, the Hurricane actually shot down more German planes than the Spitfire during the Second World War. Yeah, I think it was because the Spitfire was, I don't know, you have to say it was a more handsome plane than the Hurricane. And here we have the guns that were fitted. And look, an 88mm flak shell. Yeah, look at these bullets. Semi-armor piercing incendiary. 303 calibre. Wow. And also they were fitted with cameras. And there's a little camera there. Look at these guns. 303 Browning. This is the famous Lysander that was used during the Second World War, and this would take agents into occupied Europe and drop them off. Westland, 1938. Now, I've seen this before, but whenever you see these planes on a film, or in a film, should I say, they always look so small. But when you're up against this, it is absolutely enormous. And the reasons why they used this particular plane was because it had a very, very short takeoff and landing operation. But as I say, when you see it, and again, they were fitted with this ladder for the agents to get in and out really, really quickly. But when you see it up close, it is enormous. It is just an enormous beast. And I'm noticing on the side there, it looks like the amount of missions that this plane actually ran. Wow. And also, I'm presuming, I don't know what that is underneath, whether that was to take armaments, drop packages off, I'm guessing that's what it was. But absolutely enormous. It really is a fabulous plane. This plane has always, this Lysander's always fascinated me. I don't know why. I think out of all the aircraft of the Second World War, I think this is my second favourite. The first being the Mosquito, de Havilland Mosquito.